If you own a property and have a second mortgage on it, and if you want to keep this property and get rid of the second loan, attorney Shah Peerally can help. Call 510-742-5887. Due to the uncertain economy, many people have settled their debts for a fraction of its value. It's recommended to use an experienced lawyer to deal with it. Shah Peerally is an experienced debt settlement attorney and has handled hundreds of such cases successfully. There are no upfront fees for debt settlement. Only when you win, you pay. Call Shah Peerally, attorney at law, at 510-742-5887 or visit yourdebtsettlementattorney.com for a free assessment. This is just an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is established by this ad. The law does not guarantee success. Call 510-742-5887.
Beerables Inc. is an e-solutions company that provides custom web design, web application development, and internet marketing services to individuals and businesses. They can build powerful e-commerce sites, mobile apps, develop content, and market you on social media. They can help manage your brand's reputation and provide rock-solid customer support. Call today at 1-800-651-6091 or email us at info@beerables.com for a free consultation today. Again, the number is 1-800-651-6091.
The Shah Peerally Law Group and IMI Law Help Inc. are proud to announce the release of the Immigration Law Podcast on iTunes, Google Play, TuneIn, and other renowned podcast channels. Immigration Law Podcast was designed to provide the audience with information on various U.S. immigration issues. The podcasts are unique because they are presented by the prominent attorney, Shah Peerally, covering topics such as B1, B2 visas, visitor and business visas, H1B visas, L1 visas, O visas, EB1 visas, student visas, perm labor certifications, national interest waivers, NIW, green cards, and citizenship. Although educational in nature, the podcasts provide a rare insight on immigration news and politics from an experienced lawyer's perspective. Immigration Law Podcasts, a unique perspective on immigration law. Download them from iTunes or Google Play. For more information, visit attorneyonair.com or call 510-742-5887. This is just an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is created by this ad.
And now, from the San Francisco Bay Area studios, KLOK proudly presents to you the prominent attorney Shah Peerally for the Shah Peerally Law Show, coming at you with over 50,000 watts of power. The Shah Peerally Law Show, where all your views matter.
Hello everybody. Assalamu alaikum, Sastakar, namaskar to all the listeners. This is attorney Shah Peerally for our first show of the month, November 2nd today, and we are live on KLOK 1170 AM, and we have Franco on the board today. Thank you so much, Franco, for being here. And we're almost the end of the year, and he's still here helping me, and I'm really very, very grateful. Now today we're going to discuss about a lot of important issues, and of course anything I'm telling you today is my opinion. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. And for those who have joined us now and who are new to the show, I know there are a few people who are new to the show. My name is Shah Peerally. I'm an attorney in California with our law firm in Newark, close to Fremont. And we deal in immigration law and debt settlement. And, of course, we also cover some other topics sometimes. But right now we've been so much overwhelmed with immigration that there's no way we can really kind of go into other topics. But we will be opening the lines, of course, for people to call live. The number to the studio is 408-912-5565. And the number to our office is 510-742-5887. 5887. And the website to check is attorneyonair.com or peerallylaw.com. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to discuss about some things that we have been seeing. There are so many things we are seeing, so I'm going to try my best to recap. Number one, of course, we have this sad event in New York, and our heart goes to all the victims. And unfortunately, those people, they kind of, God knows what religion they follow, because I don't think they're following any religion. In fact, killing innocent people is not part of any religion. So, and then, of course, we have now Trump taking advantage of that to basically kind of crack down on immigrants, stating that this guy came on a visa lottery and now he wants to get rid of the visa lottery. Of course, most of our listeners do not really kind of eligible for the lottery system, but the diversity lottery, as we call it, is a system that was set, I think, for a long time, in Reagan time, if I'm not mistaken, and it allows around 50,000 people to come, and it's kind of a lottery system. And now he wants to get rid of it. Of course, if it was him, it will be getting rid of everything immigration. But having said that, we'll see how the Congress what is going to happen next. Is Congress going to intervene or let it happen? So we will know as we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to cover, of course, all the topics on immigration. Feel free to call if you have any questions when it comes to immigration. The number to the studio, 408-912-5565, 408-912-5565. The other thing that is kind of, let me take one call and then I'll cover that topic. This is Shah Peerally, you're live on air.
Hi, Shah. My name is Abdul. I have a question regarding H1B transfer.
Yes, Abdul, go ahead.
I have like a offer from one consulting company, and they already filed my H1B transfer. But right now I'm thinking of not joining that company. And so if the consulting company wants to revoke my H1B, will they get the money which they paid to USCIS?
Well, is your issue the money, or you're worried that they revoke it? What is your issue? The money, no, you won't get it back. Whatever is paid is paid. As for
so all the money is gone, like $6,460.
6,000. Well, it all depends how many employees they have there, but everything that you paid probably is gone, because the lawyer will not probably refund because he did the work, and the USCIS will not also refund because whatever is filed is filed. Once you file it, they don't return you the money unless you overpay or things like that. I've never seen them returning any money, but they don't, because it's your own decision to take away the H1B, so they won't return you the money. Okay?
Okay. And I do have another question. Let's suppose if I join the company and I will be waiting for approval. Meanwhile, if I get any full-time opportunity, so can I transfer to the new company even the current petition is in pending status?
Yes or no, but you cannot transfer piggy ride on a pending status to transfer. You can still do a new employment, cap exempt. However, if let's say you're with company A, you're moving to B, and then during the meantime you got an offer with C and you want to move to C, right? So
right, that's right.
If A's H1B is still good, you might be able to use A to jump on C. But I got a case exactly like that where it created a lot of complications. So my advice is always to make sure B is approved, then you move to C. Otherwise, what happens, there are two outcomes. Number one, they approve the case through the bridge. They call it the bridge when it's pending. Or they will deny the case partially, stating that basically, okay, you don't have status, so we will allow you to move from one job to another, but we won't move the I-94 because the I-94 is fluid. So, or the third option, of course, is to deny the whole thing. But you cannot really do that, although it is possible to do it. It's a little bit tricky how you do it, and now it's becoming more complicated to do that, especially with all the rules that are in place now under the H1B. But it is possible, although it's not really recommended to do that. Okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Good luck to you. Thank you, Abdul. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air. Hello? Hello?
Hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes,
Okay.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hi, Shah. My question is around the L1A. I'm on an L1A right now, and my company has applied for my green card. I'm in the EB1 queue. It's been 12 months, and it's like a black hole. You know, it's gone for the application is acknowledged and everything, but I'm not hearing back at all. And the lawyers are saying, my company lawyers are saying, it is what it is. We might have to wait for 6 weeks, 6 months. Who knows? So is there something I can do about? Can I? I mean,
No,
is there
you
something
cannot,
we can do?
because it is normal. It is happening. I have a bunch of cases similar, and people are getting upset. But the problem is, this is a problem. Two problems. Number one, they are overwhelmed. There's no premium under EB1C. What you file is an EB1C. And number two, Trump has kind of, with his executive orders, have kind of asked all the adjudicators to look into EB1C closely because they believe that there are some issues going on. So I think you might have to wait a couple of more months. You can do one thing though, if you want. You can try to have the company contact a congressman and see if they can expedite it, or you can also do an inquiry on this. But unfortunately, there's not much you can do. Your hands are tied on both sides on this. The lawyers, the hands are tied. The company's hands are tied. And if you push them too much, you might see yourself with a huge RFE. So I recommend just be patient a little bit. Okay, I know it's kind of hard, but that's what's happening for everybody pretty much. It used to take 8 months to get, taking more than 1 year. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in here.
Oh, hi, Shah. This is Kaushik speaking.
Hi, Kaushik. How are you?
Hi. I have a quick question. Currently, I'm on my H1B with a consultant. And is there any minimum period that I need to work with this consultant before I, transfer my H1B to a new employer?
No.
Because I just got last month my H1B with this consultant. So
Okay.
this is my...
There's no requirement under the law. You can move pretty much right away. However, I recommend that you stay with them for a few months, at least 2-3 months, to get some check stubs. Because if you try to move right away like that, what will happen to you is then they might question your original H1B, stating that if you kind of, hey, you just got the H1B, you move. But if usually it's not a problem, but I don't recommend doing it right away. I would recommend doing it maybe around January. Okay?
Oh, in January? Oh.
Yeah, but it's not a law, okay? It's just something from my own experience, okay? But you can move.
Oh.
If you get a better offer you want to move, go ahead and file it, okay? But make sure you have all your check stubs in your hand, okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Sure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if I have more callers right now, but let me talk a little bit about all the things that you've been hearing earlier is related to all those memos that came out, hire American, buy American, or whatever. And sorry, I say whatever, but I have to say that. And also you have all those new rules where they're going to kind of dig into H1Bs. I know there are some callers. Just bear with me a little bit, 1 minute, and then I'll take the caller. But I wanted to mention that with this memo that came out now, looking at the H1Bs deeper, even you're filing an extension or a transfer as if it's a new H1B digging in your past is already starting to have effect. We are seeing RFEs coming where they're questioning the candidates from day one. They got their H1B, including showing their W-2s, including proving that they maintain status. The reason they're asking those W-2s, they want to match it with the year-to-date and see if you complied with the LCA or there's money missing. So if there's money missing in there, they will question you. Were you on vacation? Were you here? Why were you not getting paid? And that means ultimately you were on the bench. And that's what they're really looking into. If you were on the bench, it is a big problem, unless you were getting paid, of course. So if you're getting problems with those RFEs, give us a call, 510-742-5887. Check our website, attorneyonair.com. attorneyonair.com. Let me take another caller, Franco. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Hi.
Hi. My name is Anita. I have a question. Nice to hear from you.
Yes, go ahead. I'm listening to you, Anita.
Okay. I have a question for you about an adjustment of status because I got married American citizen 4 years ago, and now he's the last 1 year he has been living in U.S. and I came here in U.S. to visit him a couple of times with my esta. My waiver program visa. And now he asked me to stay here because he cannot afford to rent. And do you think it's possible to ask the adjustment of status, even if I married overseas?
Yes, because that's the only one that is allowed pretty much under the... You came on a visa waiver. Are you coming from Europe? Where did you come from?
We married in Brazil, and I came from Canada. We were living in Canada, and now the last 1 year he's living in the U.S. I have just I already came to U.S. a couple of times with my esta, and I back to Canada. And now he said he wants me to stay because he can afford no more to rent.
Okay, so originally you're not from Canada, right?
No, we married in Brazil.
Oh, so you're from Brazil. Okay, great. Good to have a Brazilian on the air.
Oh, nice to hear that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome to the show, though. So what you need to do is there is some issue, a little issue though, but if you file it within the 90 days after entry, there is an issue of what we call a presumption of fraud, okay? But that presumption doesn't really apply to you because you already got married. So I would recommend to not file it right away, but you can file it, the adjustment of status, since the decision you made was after you entered. The way it works, let me kind of give you how it works in general. You are eligible to file. For an adjustment of status when you can come on a visitor visa, or in your case, a ESTA. You are eligible to file it. However, they look at your intention. If your intention when you entered was already to kind of use it, then they can kind of say you violated the visitor visa or the ESTA. But in your case, since you didn't know about it and you were not planning this happened after you enter, it should not be a problem to file it. But I will not recommend it filing right away, and I will recommend hiring a lawyer to do it if you have the means, because they will question you when you entered, did you have the intention to file this? So it is possible to file it, and I've done it before. The only issue is just wait. Don't file it right away. Wait a little bit, then you file it. Now the new rule that came out is 90 days from the entry. So you should be fine. How long they gave you at the airport?
Because I have ESTA, they give me 90 days as they use it to give. So I'm here, let's say 1 month and a half.
Okay.
And now my husband told me that he wants me to stay here, and that's what I would like to know if it was possible. You were saying it's possible, and I'm very happy about that. But I have another question for you. Is about the form I-94, because they don't give me that form when I cross the border.
It's online. You have to punch in online. The I-94 is online now. If you go on the just type I-94 I forgot the extension, but it's passport I-94, something like that. You punch in your passport number. It should show up on your what the date is in there. But
good.
usually, okay. So you
Yes,
then once
very
you
good.
get it,
Okay, Mr. Pearl, I agree. I appreciate very much to talk to you.
Oh, thank you so much, and so kind, so nice to have someone from Brazil. I need to visit Brazil.
Nice.
That's one country I need. Yeah, if you need help, give us a call at the office, 510-742-5887. We'll be glad to help you, okay?
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice
Take
day.
care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You too. Bye-bye. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hi, Shah. I have a question.
Yeah.
I work for company A, a consultant company, and I have my extension pending, and it has an RFE. Now, I'm transferring my H1B to a full-time company, and my lawyer there, he's suggesting for a counselor process. So, if it gets approved, and if I go for the counselor process, what questions should I expect? And is there any way, like, I can get my I-94 without going counselor process? Because my I-94 is already expired.
That's a very good question. Two good questions. Number one, the questions that they will be asking is going to be very relevant to your RFE that happened on the previous case. They will question you about why did you basically transfer when you had an extension, why you didn't answer the RFE, and of course they're going to ask you questions about the job, etc., etc. So the questioning can be very long. I have a YouTube video on this. If you go on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Shah Peerally Law, Shah Peerally Law, like my name, and then law, LAW. You will see questions at the U.S. consulate. It will cover that. Now, having said that, you might be able to do a transfer without going to a consular processing new employment. What the lawyer has to do, he has to file it as a transfer and mention that there's a breach because you have a pending case going on, extension, with the previous company. But the chances of it getting approved is very low because you have the RFE number one, and now they don't really like this. So, but you can still file it. If I were you, I'll file it as a transfer, and then ultimately what will happen, three things can happen. Number one, like I was mentioning that earlier, they approve it through the bridge. That means you don't have to leave the country. Number two, they approve it partially. That means you still get the moving to the other company, the transfer to the other company, but no I-94. That means you have to go outside, get your stamp, and come back. And then, number three, of course, they deny it for other reasons, not this one. So in this case, I personally, if he's willing to claim a bridge for you, he can file it as a transfer and see if it works. If it doesn't work, there's a big chance it won't work, though. But if it works, then you don't have to leave the country. Otherwise, you just get the approval, you leave, and you come back. Okay?
Okay. I have one more question on it, Shah.
Go ahead.
So when I go to the counselor process in case, and if they ask me, like, because my I-94 expired in August, and the new company is filing it in the month of November, say November 15th, will they question about the status between August 15th and November 15th? Because I have my old H1 extension pending. So is that fine?
Yeah, they can. Yeah, it's fine, because even the question, you're not out of status. What you are is what we call a period of stay authorized, period of stay. So what you can show them is that there's an extension pending, and as long as it's pending, you're safe for 240 days to work. So you just show them that, and there's no issue really in that. Okay?
Okay. And regarding the RFE, as you suggested, I'll watch the YouTube video. Thank you.
Yeah, good luck to you. Wish you all the best. So let me take another caller, Franco. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air. Hello? I think I lost the caller. So, ladies and gentlemen, I was talking a little bit about all those issues, and we still have some more time. We can take some more callers, Franco. The number to the studio, 408-912-5565. and the number to our office 510-742-5887. And just to let you know, anything I'm telling you today is my opinion. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. And again, the number to our office 510-742-5887. So I think I have another caller. But before I take the caller, Franco, I was mentioning that memo that came out where basically they're digging into the H1Bs of the past before giving an extension. And that's why you're seeing an automatic RFE on every case, and nobody is really getting direct approval. Even our office, where we get a lot of approvals, luckily we're still getting those RFEs and we're dealing with them. I'm also very proud of the team. We were able to put together some level 1 answers on RFEs and getting approval. But still, we are seeing other people calling us where they get denials. So you need to be very careful now when you file those H1Bs. You need to know exactly what you're doing. They're not going to let people get away even with simple things. In fact, things that are even clear-cut, people are getting in trouble. So be very careful and make sure you hire a good attorney to help you. And of course, if you want a second opinion, you can do a consultation in our office, 510-742-5887. Let me take another caller, Franco. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hi. Hi.
Yeah, hi. This is Vishakha.
Hi, Vishakha.
Yeah, so I have a question. I recently joined a company and the H1 transfer is going on, and they got 2 RFEs. They are pretty confident about it. And I asked them that, what is the worst case scenario if the transfer doesn't happen? They said they can do the refiling. So
yes.
Is that the correct thing to do, or how does it work?
Yeah, that's the fastest thing to do. But if there's a denial, because appealing the case, well, there's no appeal, but motion to reopen or motion to reconsider the case, motion to reconsider will take months. So, yes, they can always refile it, but if they make the same mistakes and it gets denied, it will be the same problem. So they need to be smart how they file it. But the only issue is that when you're filing it this way, then you might not be eligible for a transfer. You might have to do it new employment, cap exemption with consular processing. That means you might have to leave the country and come back. So that's the only risk in there. But yes, the answer is, if your question is can they refile, yes, they can. And if it is a good approach, yes, that's the only approach I know which is the best. Okay?
So refiling is the best approach, is what you're saying?
Yeah, because if you file a motion to reconsider, the time they take to give you an answer is not worth it. But if you refile under premium, within 15 days to 3 weeks, you get an answer.
But in refiling or motion to reopen, am I allowed to work, or what would be my status?
No, technically you are not going to be allowed to work in either way, either motion to reopen or refiling, especially if the refiling is done under consular processing. But if it is filed again under a transfer, yes. But if it is filed under a consular processing, then no, you cannot work until it's approved. Well, even it's approved, you have to leave the country, come back.
And then after that, once it is approved, the consular processing has to leave the country and come back.
Yes, then you can start working. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Good luck to you. So let me take another caller, Franco. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in here.
Hi, can I talk to Shah Peerally, please?
Yeah, this is Shah. You're live in here.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well, sir. What can I do for you?
Right. Shah, I have a question for you. Is once I do DS-260 online, and then once after that I send it all the affidavits, what was the time frame to get a interview call, or whatever the next step is? How long this will take, approximately?
Well, that usually they give you a date pretty much soon. It all depends where you're applying, and usually can take between 2 weeks to 1 month. Where you're applying? Chennai, Delhi, where?
Well, I didn't do that, anything like that. I'm not sure if it asked me anything like that. I just did a DS-260 online, and I sent it affidavit, and then from Hyderabad. I didn't ask me anything yeah.
No, they don't ask you. I'm asking you where you're going to apply. Hyderabad, right?
Right.
Okay.
But I was told that there was no
Mm.
there was no visa center in Hyderabad for immigration. Either I have to go Bombay or Delhi. Is it true?
Which form did you fill? DS-160, right?
260.
Ah, 260 for the immigrant. Where are you right now? You're not in the U.S., right? You're in India right now?
No, I'm here. I'm in U.S. I applied for my wife, and I got a sponsor.
For your wife. Okay. Well, yeah, I think you have to go to Delhi because I don't think Hyderabad processed the immigrant visa. This is an immigrant visa, DS-260. So yes,
Right.
so you will have to go to Hyderabad. Okay, the question is that you fill the form, how much time it will take? It takes around 1 month to 3 months, depending on their vacancy. Delhi is kind of overwhelmed when it comes to immigrant visa. So unfortunately, I have not done one from Delhi right now recently to give you an exact time. So you might want to check on the forums. They will give you a better timing than I do. Because the timing side, I don't really keep track of it unless it's kind of repetitive, like H1B, things like that. It's repetitive. But for marriage petitions or everything like that, it's usually 1 month to 3 months you get it.
Okay. Will I be able to pick up this city where I want to go, or they will assign me a city?
They will assign you a city, depending on your address there. Okay?
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Good luck to you and good luck to your wife. Let me take another caller, Franco. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Good morning, Shah. This is Kondal.
How are you?
Yeah, first of all, thank you so much for the valuable updates, and I'm a big fan of your show, actually.
Thank you so much.
Shah, actually, I have one question regarding my H1B amendment process. I'm working for a company, and the H1B petition was approved with the client A details, which means that the petition has been approved for 3 years with reference to the client A location details. And I worked for a client A for 1 year. After that, I moved to client B with the same employer. So my employer said, as the move is from client A to client B is within MSA, amendment is not required. I would like to know about the process. Is that statement is a valid statement, or do I need to do anything?
That's $1 million situation, but it is true what he's saying. Technically, only thing that needs to be filed is an LC if you're moving within the same metropolitan area. However, this is where the catch is. If they come and look for you for a site check with client A and you are not there, they might give you a hard time. That's the only time it becomes a problem. If they don't come, you're fine. But technically, yes, you just have to do the LCAs. However, what has happened is the definition of that distance, okay? If you look at the case which controls those cases, the amendment is the Simeo case. What it says is that if there's a material change, you have to file an amendment. So what is a material change? Moving from one client to another, is it a material change, or the distance is the material change? So it all depends how you look at it. For me personally, I would prefer to refile a new amendment. But of course, there's a lot of headache with those amendments. But I recommend my clients to do file it because it's still quote-unquote a material change because you're shifting end client. But having said that, it's not really necessary if you look at the law and the letter of the law. Go ahead.
I got it. But the thing is, actually, so my employer, I was just going to the USCIS portal and mentioned with an example saying that if you are moving within MSA, amendment is not required, but LCA posting is required. So my employer is ready to update my LCA with a new client location. So would it be helpful for me, or because I'm working for the client B for the past 1 year, but still he's updating that LCL with the new client location now actually. So would it make sense to me? Because I'm just going for India for stamping by end of this December. So I just want to know about the impacts for this.
Yeah, this is the biggest problem when you go for stamping. because when you go for stamping, they might ask for an end client letter. And what is going to happen?
I have an unclient letter. Sorry to interrupt you. I have an unclient letter for my new client B, actually.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Then they will say, where's your amendment? That's the problem. And if you tell them, oh, it's within the same MSA, they will say, well, it's still a material change. So it's a risk, but it's not a big risk. You can still go ahead for your stamping. And your employer is right. The LCA should be good enough. That's the law. But remember one thing: we're dealing with an institution or a department which the law is one thing and practical is another thing. So it's recommended to file it. Although if you file it, you might be faced with other issues. It's like filing a new H1B. So it's up to you, actually. The truth is that the law doesn't force you to file it, but my recommendation is to file it. It's your call, because there are risks to file it also, because if you file it, the case gets stuck and you want to travel. Until it's approved, you won't be able to come back. So the way you can do it is just go ahead for your stamping and show them the law and the LCA, hopefully, and your end client letter. Hopefully they approve your stamp and you come back. In case they don't agree, then your employer can quickly file a new amendment while you're in India, get it approved under premium, and then you go for your stamping. Okay.
Okay. So it's always good to go with the current employer, current client letters along with that. So because I have my previous client letter as well as my current new client letter as well. Yeah. It's always good to show the current client letter to the during the
because you cannot show the old client letter. If you show the old client letter and they call the old client and they say no, then you're done. They will say you lied to them. They will put a 2-1-2-1 on your case, and you might never come back here. Don't do that. Okay.
Okay.
It's better you get delayed and file a new amendment and wait there, rather than taking that chance of showing an old client letter, because an old client letter is risky.
Oh, sure. Thank you so much for this valuable information. But the process right now, actually, my employer is updating an LCA with a new client location. So, is it a good way of proceeding it, or?
Okay, LCA is done with the Department of Labor, so USCIS is not informed about it, although they should be. They're kind of pretending that they don't see it. So the truth is that the LCA, the only time they will technically know about the LCA is when you show it to them. So have your LCA, have your client letter, and give an explanation there when they ask you. Hopefully they will stamp it. If not, then your employer will have to file an amendment, get it approved, then you go for stamping. Okay?
Okay. Sure. Thank you so much for your valuable information. I've been waiting for this call for the past couple of weeks, but it's been a good day for me. I was connected to your call. Thank you so much for the update.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for calling and your kind words. So sometimes people are lucky they get the call, sometimes they don't. But luckily you got it. Good luck to you.
Yeah.
Let me take another call then. Take care.
Sure. Have a great day. Yeah, bye-bye.
You too. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air. Hello.
Oh, hi. Hello. Hi, Shah. This is Karthik speaking.
Hi, Karthik. How are you?
Doing good. So this is regarding my query on my H1B. So currently I was with an employer A on L1 and I got my H1 with change of status and I moved to the new employer. So should I inform my previous employer to cancel my L1B or is it automatic? So should I mail them because I have put my papers?
It's automatic. It was a change of status. It automatic emerges on the H1. There's nothing to be done. The only time if you want to revive the L1, then when you leave, you can come back on L1 if you have a stamp on your passport. So there's nothing to cancel. You're automatically moving to H1. Okay?
Okay, sure.
Okay. Good luck to you.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We had a lot of callers. We even had someone from Brazil, so I say hi to all my friends in Brazil, and thank you very much for listening. It's always a pleasure to hear you guys. The truth is that when I talk to you, when I talk on the consultations, etc., I learn from you too, especially not on the law, but what is happening to you, and that kind of helped me to really build my defense for the cases, and I really thank you for that too. So we're going to talk a little bit about something else about after immigration. Of course, is the topic of debt settlement, which I always talk about. This is an area where a lot of people are having issues, especially now where we are having a lot of layoffs. People adding people in their family, they're having their parents coming, and they end up by overusing their credit cards, or ultimately they are having issues to pay on their houses. We have clients, unfortunately, they see themselves paying so much interest, etc., on second mortgages, and they still want to keep their houses, and they want to get rid of those second mortgages. They can call us. The number to call is 510-742-5887. The blog to check is yourdebtsettlementattorney.com. yourdebtsettlementattorney.com. The way it works is we avoid your bankruptcy. We negotiate with the bank, just like lawyers. It's a pre-litigation negotiation, and sometimes even in litigation we negotiate, and we tell them to get a deal for you. And it's a one-time deal usually. It's not like those debt consolidation where you keep adding up, and paying monthly. We help you with a different way, and we have done this for now almost. We have reached almost 9 years, I think, doing that, and we've been doing a good job. This is a separate department from immigration, but so we handle it this way. And if you need help, give us a call, 510-742-5887. We can help you with your credit cards. We can help you with your second mortgages, with loans, not student loans, but other loans, lines of credit, business loan, etc. And just to let you know, if you don't pay on your debts, they will get a judgment against you. Most of the time, people who don't pay, they don't have money to hire a lawyer, and they end up by, or they don't want to, they just ignore it, and it becomes worse, because then once they get a judgment against you, if you don't fight it, they ultimately can garnish your paycheck. They can levy your bank accounts, and they can put lien on your property. So make sure that you get rid of those before you actually kind of just ignoring those debts. And you can check the blog, yourdebtsettlementattorney.com, yourdebtsettlementattorney.com. And just to let you know, the way it works for us is a contingency basis. So unless we get a deal for you, you don't have to pay us. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost close to the end of the show, so I'm going to cover a little bit the topic of the issues I was mentioning in the beginning. I never had a chance to finish. I wanted to say that it's really getting really hard in these times to get cases approved, unfortunately, but we're still getting them approved. And for those who are eligible for EB1, I recommend you do an assessment for EB1. We had some very, very high success rate on our EB1s, either EB1A, EB1B, EB1C, and even national interest waivers, where basically, like, for example, EB1A and national interest waiver, you don't even need an employer to get a green card. I repeat that. You don't even need an employer to get a green card. So it is an interesting way to get a green card without having to basically hang on to an employer. So it is interesting to look into those, and you can read a little bit more about them on our website. And the website is peerallylaw.com or attorneyonair.com. Now, the other things I wanted to mention also is that we are seeing a lot of those RFEs coming, level 1, etc. And also things are getting a little bit tough for students. If you need help with any visas or any issues when it comes to green card, feel free to give us a call, 510-742-5887. And also many calls I get are second opinion. For example, you're working with a company lawyer, but he's not willing to answer, or he doesn't know the answers. So you can talk to me and give us a call. We'll schedule an appointment for you. All the consultations on the phone, because it's so overwhelming now. And if you need help on actually even to look at your case and do an assessment, a review, or preparing your RFE, feel free to reach out, 510-742-5887. Again, the topics of today was the diversity lottery visa, which Trump is trying to get out. and also the issues that we are facing with Buy American, High American. Also, the other thing that is happening is the H4 EAD. In December, according to there was an abeyance where basically they kept the case going until December, when Trump's administration is going to decide if the H4 EAD will remain or not. But it won't be that easy to take it out, but at the same time, there's a chance the H4 EAD is in jeopardy. So let's hope it doesn't happen, but at the same time, we need to watch out for December. And we have also a petition online on change.org, H4 Dreamers. Please sign it. It's for H4 children who are aging out. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to thank you for listening. Anything I told you today is for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. The number is 510-742-5887. And also, I thank you a lot. So, Amit, are you there?
Hey, Shah, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Amit. So, Franco, thank you. So, we'll be back next week. I'll let Amit continue with